Optimism isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's fixing things, changing the way we fix things. It's running the world on smarter energy. Because if optimism never stops, then change can't either. GE Vernova, the energy of change.
My favorite pieces that we do on this show is the research that no one else is willing to do. No one else is willing to get their hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the research we did on LeBron James loss graphics?
Oh, yeah.
That was so good.
That was awesome, yeah.
Someone did some great research.
Kenny Beecham.
Kenny Beecham. That's right. Shout out to Kenny. He was like, it's crazy how they never put him on there. And then we just decided, hey, let's actually literally manually track every single loss graphic by the Los Angeles Lakers social media team and see how many times they avoid showing LeBron and AD and Russ. And then there are some people who do the work for us. And Maze, it seems maybe the Pulitzer Award is poised to be delivered.
Yeah, man.
To who is it? Who did this?
At O-Town NBA, official small market sympathizer.
Yeah. Shout out to O-Town.
This person grinded a lot of tape to go through the last decade of ESPN ABC games and count all of the Mike Breen bang!
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 A bang count,
Bang!
you might say.
Yes. Count the bangs.
Count the bangs.
Bangers.
He says that it's used occasionally during a clutch shot, tough shot, a heat check, etc. And he tallied them up. Do you guys want to guess who is leading the bang counter by a significant margin?
The bang count. Okay.
Nobody bangs like Steph Curry. Nobody.
I mean, it's got to be Steph. It's got to be Steph.
That's right. 41 bangs for Steph.
Mm.
That's covering a lot of playoff games with Mike Breen.
Yeah.
A lot of finals games.
A lot of national TV games.
And he's good at threes. The guy, Stephen Curry, he's pretty good at hitting threes. So
Exactly. He didn't say this specifically, but it seems like the bang is reserved for three-pointers.
Yeah, I can't remember a Giannis bang, right?
Yeah.
Even though he's banged on people, but he never gets the bang.
A dunk is not getting a bang.
No bang.
no,
Which is funny because dunking,
That's a bang.
banging on him.
Not according to Mike Breen.
no.
So Steph Curry, 41.
Crossover, step back, three-pointer, bang! They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown, bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! Green, back to Curry, bang! Curry catches, three-pointer, bang!
There's only one other player with more than 10,
Wait, what?
More than 10?
Wait, so Steph has 41?
which is a 32 bang lead over third place. But who's second?
Damian Lillard.
Oh man, Damian Lillard.
He's had a lot of big threes. Or have they all happened on TNT?
Only 3 bangs
No.
Wow.
for Damian Lillard.
Because he's probably getting all the TNT bangs. That's why.
And even when it's not on TNT, like the 2014 shot Dame hit to end the series against the Houston Rockets, that was ESPN, but it was called by Mike Tirico.
What about over Paul George? Was that a bang or is that on TNT?
The dagger over Paul George to end that series against the Thunder was on TNT.
He finished what on the list?
He had 3, so he's a ways down here. It looks like maybe 20 people above him.
Wow. 20 people? Is Kobe on the list?
I don't see Kobe.
Oh.
You know what? It's got to be Clay.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's got to be Clay.
That's right. 28 for Clay.
Jeez.
Wait a minute. 41 for Steph, Clay with 28, and no one else with over 10?
And what does 41 plus 28 equal?
Nice.
Oh, nice. 69.
69 bangs from the Bay?
Hey, bye.
Move over, Splash Brothers. We got a new nickname in town.
Well, I think Splash Brothers actually works.
Yeah, in a way.
All the banging they're doing, there's bound to be some splashing.
So what would we
I mean, what did you have in mind?
I don't know.
bang siblings? Bang. What would we call them?
Bang bros?
Bang Bros. I like it.
Is that taken?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No, I don't think so. And here's what I say to that. Not only do I like the nickname Bang Bros, I think the Warriors should market it by getting like, I don't know, like a shuttle or a van or maybe even a bus, driving around town, letting people know the Warriors are coming and this is the Bang Bus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they get off the plane, don't they get on a bus?
We can call that the bang bus.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to the arena. They got to be on the bang bus.
And here's the thing. When they're trying to like find new talent, make them ride the bang bus. They get on, maybe they do their interview right there on the bang bus.
Is Mike Breen driving?
Does he drive the bang bus? No.
No, he's just a producer.
You make it a double-decker bus. He's got like the intercom, like the get on, get off buses that they do the tours with.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Like Vince Vaughn in The Breakup. That's Mike Breen.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So after that, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, all 9.
Wow.
That makes sense.
I'm surprised. I mean, maybe we need to do an investigation. Is Mike Breen a little too generous with the bangs with the Warriors?
With the Warriors?
I mean, it's a decade of
banging
Warriors playoff threes.
LeBron's like second all time in 3-pointers in the playoffs. So like,
I mean, these numbers are startling, Tom. I have to agree with you there. We would have guessed they were first, but this margin is pretty insane.
Did he do double bangs?
Double bangs, he says, count as 1.
Oh, wow.
So it's probably actually even more for Steph.
Wow. There's bang deflation.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more. I think about that Oklahoma City game winner in February of 2016 when Curry pulled up from a few feet in front of midcourt. That was a double bang. That was a bang, bang.
Then we've got Danny Green with 8.
Wow. 8 for Danny Green, those Spurs years, man.
I'm guessing a lot of those were in the year he set the finals record for threes.
Yeah.
Well, he's the Robert Horry of this generation. He's just on every good team.
Yeah.
The Raptors.
Then we got James Harden and Kawhi Leonard tied with 7. Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, and this one's a little interesting. Marcus Smart.
Wow.
With 6 bangs.
Smart bang.
Smart bang for your buck. The 5 tier is a little crowded. Harrison Barnes gets in there. You can tell he was putting in that work early. J.R. Smith, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Love, Lou Williams, Luka Doncic, Ray Allen, and Shane Battier.
That's your guy.
Austin Reeves, 4 bangs already.
Oh, man.
Keep an eye out for the Great White Hope, Austin Reeves.
4 bang.
LeBron, he's not getting a lot of bangs here, even though he's got so many threes. But he makes a lot of plays.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking we should come up with a new nickname for him. Playboy?
He gets the bangs ready, right? He almost like is preparing the bangs. You know what it's like? It's like turn down service. They come in and they grab the pillows and they fluff them up, get them ready.
My assignment. Uncover why the association inspires more conspiracy theories in volume and salience than any other U.S. sport.
You've heard of the Illuminati.
The truth is out there, but so are lies.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
The NBA has always been controlled by about 8 people.
Denial is the most predictable of all human responses.
If you're only using 10% of your brain, you don't even know that you're using 10% of your brain.
The NBA Illuminati.
If coincidences are just coincidences, why do they feel so contrived?
The Illuminati.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where the it's going to take you.
It is unspoken. They have influence among other players.
The NBA Illuminati.
I don't have time for your convenient ignorance.
Maybe I'm a conspiracist now as well.
That's all it took. Oh, we got books, we got schools. You saw a video on YouTube.
Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before.
We are the basketball Illuminati.
This is Basketball Illuminati. I am Tom Haberstroh, and as always, I'm joined by the 5-star Illuminarmy generals, co-presidents of the Illumination, Amin El-Hassan, and producer Anthony Mays. It's September. Training camp, not open yet.
No.
We're waiting. Just around the corner. Deion Sanders is taking over.
One city at a time.
It's prime time for Deion. We've got not much going on in the NBA.
There's plenty going on in the NBA. What are you talking about?
Jared Vanderbilt got extended.
I'm talking about name brand people, man.
We just did a bang rankings to open the show.
That's very important.
Did you know that the Kings signed not only Jeremy Lin, but also Tony Mitchell? It's the Taipei Kings, but it's the Kings nonetheless.
Wow. Bill Moore.
You're right. I stand corrected.
Damian Dotson, remember him? Played for the Knicks, played for the Cavs.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Agreed to a deal with the Rockets. The Ningbo Rockets.
Oh.
With the Rockets nonetheless. Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
Going to Bayern Munich.
Whoa.
The real Bayern Munich, yes.
Play soccer?
To play basketball.
Oh.
Anyway, last week we talked about all the stars resting and the new legislation by the league to try to encourage players, star players, to play more, which I think we can all agree is a good idea. We should probably have star players playing more. I think we can all get on board with that. I did some research to see which city do stars miss the most. We talked about New Orleans and Steph Curry missing both New Orleans trips last season, and how the NBA wants to not have that happen. Well, the New Orleans Pelicans, did they have the worst visiting star rate in the NBA?
Nobody wants to play at New Orleans, not for New Orleans, but at New Orleans.
I did some research to answer that question, which we will get to later in the program. But first,
you are listening to The Agenda with Tom Haberstroh and Amin El Hassan.
Still no trade. Still no trade.
Talking
about James Harden.
But this is The Agenda. This is where we talk about the biggest stories in the NBA, the biggest deals.
Dame's been on the podcast tour. He's went and spoke on It Is What It Is with Cam and Mace.
From pole to pole, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. He got his ass.
And he knew it as soon as he said it, too. He was like, oh, no.
Yep. Keeping It Fig, I think is the name of the other podcast he did, where he talked about perhaps him and Portland not wanting the same things, and that's what led him to request a deal. A lot of careful language by Damian Lillard, if you notice. He was asked by Cam about playing in Portland, and he said, in a perfect world, I would never leave Portland, which is a great way of saying, get me the fuck out of here, right? Without saying it, because we all know the world's not perfect. But in a perfect world, guys, a deal would be done any day now. But the world isn't perfect because there aren't that many deals historically that get done in September. Now, we here at Basketball Illuminati, we did the legwork. We did the research, so to speak. We rolled up our sleeves. We got down and dirty. And we found every transaction that's ever happened in September in the NBA that involved a trade. And then we got rid of all the boring ones.
Well,
because God knows there's a shit ton of boring deals.
Did we get rid of all the boring ones?
I think we whittled it down to the most important ones that you need to know, the listeners need to know about.
Before we get started, I just have to know, Tom, did you get rid of that god-awful Darius Sangala trade?
No. Darius Sangala and Craig Brackens to the Sixers for Willie Green and Jason Smith, September 23rd. I did not delete that from the list. Actually, we'll lead off with that one. In fact, shouts to Darius. Go Deeks. Yeah.
We each split up a different part of the month of September. Let's do this. Let's try and throw out the best from our segments of September. Maze, you had the first 10 days of September. I had the second 10 days.
September.
All right, well, that's easy for me to start. Because all I have to do is go back to last year when none other than Donovan Mitchell was traded on September 3rd, 2022 to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and a bunch of complicated picks.
I have what I believe to be the absolute ace in the hole, the greatest transaction in the month of September in the history of basketball.
Oh, it's the Donovan Mitchell trade, right?
Nope.
Darius Sangala has already been mentioned, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But instead, I'm going to ramp up.
Wow.
Ramp up.
Ramping it.
Way to give the assignment and then play jazz.
Yeah, how about that? Audible.
Change it up.
I'm just saying, like, I have so many to pick from. I'm going to work my way up.
Okay.
No, but you said, hey, Maze, why don't you start us off with your favorite picks?
No, the listeners know. The listeners know, Tom.
Jesus, I mean.
No, because I know my best is better than what Maze has. So it doesn't matter. Maze couldn't couldn't top my best. So rather than end the conversation immediately, I'm going to do it slowly for everybody.
Okay.
Great production work here. The last 10 days of September, I think I have a bigger one than yours. Go ahead.
Do we want to redo it? Do we want to do this like CT5 style?
No, we don't want to redo it. Just spit it out.
Just go.
Okay.
Go with what you were ramping up towards. Ramp it up.
All right. September 11th, 2002. Jerry Stackhouse and a bunch of dudes like Brian Cardinal and Ratko Varda get sent to Washington in exchange for Richard Hamilton, Hubert Davis, and Bobby Simmons.
Chapel Hill trade.
This was, of course, one of the first building block deals that the Detroit Pistons made that eventually led them to the championship in 2004, the acquisition of Richard Hamilton.
Oh, rip.
Tom?
All right, I got one that's way bigger than that one. You talk about a building block for a championship.
Mm-hmm.
September 30th, 2022. We always talk about, the Donovan Mitchell trade and how big that was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about the Houston Rockets traded Sterling Brown, boom, Trey Burke, boom, Marquise Chris, boom, David Nwaba, boom, to the Oklahoma City Thunder. You hear me ramping up the names here?
Mm-hmm.
Each name gets bigger and bigger as I go on.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Favors, Mo Harkless, Ty Jerome, and Teo Maledon, and a second round pick, 2026.
This is the most inconsequential collection of names in the history of basketball. This is Sam Presti's wet dream, just bookkeeping. Salaries going this way and picks going that way. Nothing impactful from a basketball standpoint.
Wait a minute. Are you saying Derek Favors is not a big name here? Because I posit that
Where is Derek Favors? Where is he?
That is a great question. Do you guys want to guess how old Derek Favors is right now?
Oh, man. 28 years old.
That's close. He's 32.
Okay.
Derek Favors, 32 years old.
I felt like I had to go younger than Drummond, so.
That's true. Over under on Derek Favors' age. Most people probably like 35 and a half over under. Take the under. He's 32 years old, younger than Paul George. Let's go.
There are no tiny trades, guys. Only tiny players. And Tiny Archibald has been traded twice in September. That's right. September 10th, 1976, the Kansas City Kings traded him to the New York Nets. And then a following year, the New Jersey Nets, they changed their location, traded him to the Buffalo Braves.
Wow.
Two-time Tiny.
Okay, time for me to ratchet it up just a little bit.
Ooh, we're not ramping anymore. We're ratcheting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll ratchet up just a little bit. You know what I love? I love when Hall of Famers get traded.
Oh, yeah. Darius Sangala.
September 11th, 1980, the Warriors trade Wayne Cooper and a second-round pick to the Utah Jazz for one Hoop Grids legend, Bernard King. That's right. If you got Bernard King for Utah Jazz on any Hoop Grids, you're always going to get like 0.5% on that.
Oh, I got one. Big trade. The Detroit Pistons on September 29th, 1972, traded Howard Comives, or as Amin called him, Corn Vibes.
Corn Vibes. I'm getting corn vibes from this guy.
Howie Corn Vibes to the Buffalo Braves for a 1973 second round pick. I mean, would you like to take a wild guess who the 1973 second round pick selection was that was involved in this trade?
Second round pick is 70. It could be anybody. I have no idea.
It could be anybody. Mike D'Antoni.
Oh. How about that?
Oh, you got a coach getting traded. I got a coach getting traded. But when he was actually a coach, not when he was a player. On September 1st, 1995, the New York Knicks traded Pat Riley to the Miami Heat for a 1996 first-round pick that would become Walter McCarty.
Walter.
And along with Pat Riley, the Miami Heat acquired Culture.
Yeah. I like where this is going.
It's weird. Basketball Reference did that. They said Culture on there. That's great. I love that.
That was some editorializing by me.
Oh, okay.
Guys, I told you how I like Hall of Famer trades, right? Mm-hmm. I really, really like Hall of Famer.
I don't know who this Amin is. That's
God.
I like Hall of Famer trades that are massive. Massive Hall of Famer trades. Massive.
Who is this character you're creating on the fly?
Lots and lots of players. I mean, all types of players. Patrick Ewing. getting traded to the Seattle Supersonics in a massive 4-team deal that saw Glenn Rice go to the Knicks, Chris Dudley go to the Suns, saw Vernon Maxwell and Vlad Stepania and Laz Burrell go to the Sonics, and you had Horace Grant, Greg Foster, and Chuck Person go to the Lakers. By the way, Horace Grant will go on to win a championship.
Wait, this is the same deal?
Same deal. One big-ass deal in the year 2000. Y2K, baby.
September 30th, 2000. Toronto Raptors traded Doug Christie to the Sacramento Kings for Corliss Williamson.
Okay.
I love this one. Doug Christie.
And that was a building block to not a championship team, but fairly competitive, dynastic almost, Sacramento Kings run.
Rick Fox punch, Doug Christie, Sacramento Kings. Does it happen if he doesn't get traded there?
To the throat. You hit him in the throat.
He goes in the back and he's ready to fight Rick Fox, but who does he see instead? Shaq. So, okay, I'm good.
On September 2nd, 1982, the Utah Jazz gave up on a future Hall of Famer and traded for John Drew and Freeman Williams. In exchange, they gave up, that's right, the human highlight reel, Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, he didn't want to play in Utah.
I wonder why.
Why is that?
I don't know. Seems like a wonderful place, particularly for a kid from Athens, Georgia, or wherever he's from, like somewhere in the middle of the country in Georgia. He went to the University of Georgia. You'd think, hey, Utah, my next chapter, you know? Maze, I'm glad you mentioned the Utah Jazz. I really like this theme of Utah Jazz. Another championship building move involving Hall of Famers. The Lakers traded Adrian Dantley to the Utah Jazz for Spencer Haywood, who was played very well by the one and only Wood Harris in Winning Time. Shout out to Winning Time. I know it did not get renewed for a third season, but we love that.
R.I.P. Winning Time.
Yep.
And then the Celtics won the championship, and that was the end.
And then the Bucks got Lou Alcindor.
Spoiler alert. Jeez, Maze. God.
Yeah, it was a bummer for everybody.
Let me know next time.
Read a book for once, Tom.
Yeah. Showtime. The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty by Jeff Pearlman.
Can't put a price on a book. Cleveland Cavaliers traded Mark Price to the Washington Bullets for a 1996 first-round draft pick. Vitaly Potapenko was later selected with that pick.
The Ukraine train.
I've used up most of my bullets. But I do feel the need to mention that on September 10th, 2007, the Philadelphia 76ers acquired Reggie Evans and Ricky Sanchez from the Denver Nuggets. Now, that's an interesting name. Before that trade happened, there was no way for the Sixers to trade the rights to Ricky Sanchez. Shout out to Spike Eskin and Michael Levin. And there would be no podcast named that without that trade.
Prequel.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know what? You said you wanted to mention. I'd love to throw it an honorable mention before I lay the hammer down on you guys. The Kentucky Colonels traded Dan Issel to the Memphis Sounds for cash and someone named Tom Owens.
Tom, that trade sounds fake.
Yeah, the Memphis Sounds.
The Kentucky Colonels?
They are an ABA team that turned into an NBA team. The Kentucky Colonels traded Dan Issel. Where did we get the origins on how you spell colonel?
Why it's spelled colonel?
Colonel. I'm looking this up. Colonel came to English from the mid-16th century French word coronel, meaning commander of a regiment or column of soldiers. Did Rudy Gobert know this?
What a stupid question.
Is it bullshit?
It's bullshit.
You guys ready for the greatest trade ever in this month of September?
Please.
So this is very interesting, right? Because Dr. J, we all know and love Dr. J, the legend, the Hall of Famer, earlier this summer was on some podcasts and stuff, and he kind of let his feelings about the modern NBA be known.
But they have not helped the game. They have not helped to keep the parity within the game. You build these super teams. A guy 26 or 27 just wanting to hop around. Look at how many times Durant has hopped around. No, for real. OKC to Golden State to where do you go after that? Now he's in Phoenix.
So you don't respect that?
When he said all this, I said, hey, Doc, I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous how some of these teams are going to the finals 2 out of 3 years, losing in the conference finals in that third year and being on the cusp of a championship and on the eve of the season saying, hey, we don't have enough. And they go and sign and trade for the MVP of the league, the reigning MVP of the league. It's just despicable. By the way, that team was the Philadelphia 76ers. September 15th, 1982, the Houston Rockets signed and traded Moses Malone to the Sixers for Caldwell Jones and a first-round pick. Rodney McRae was selected. So the Sixers, who, let me point out one more time, had been to the finals 2 of the last 3 seasons, signed and traded for the MVP of the league about a month before the season started. But Dr. J's holier than thou. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the greatest trade in September NBA history.
Sounds like the doctor took the Hippocratic Oath.
Well done. This is the run the Sixers are on. 77, lost in the finals. 78, lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. 79, lost in the semis. 80, lost in the finals. 81, lost in the conference finals. 82, lost in the finals. You know what? Get me Moses Malone. We're not good enough.
Hey, it worked.
You think that's bigger than Darius Sangala?
Well, so if Dame gets traded in the next 10 days, where would he rank for you guys on this list? Clearly, it means Moses Malone, Hammer, has to be number 1 because he's a former MVP.
Not former. The reigning MVP. It would be if Joel Embiid got signed and traded today. That's what it would be.
To Team USA?
Yeah, to the greatest team yet in the league.
World champs.
It'd be a bigger move than Donovan Mitchell. Is that the neighborhood?
No, I'm prepared to say it would be the second biggest deal because, again, the Miami Heat have a little bit of the recent history that the Sixers had at the time. 2020, they lose in the finals. 21, they lose in the first round. 22, they lose in the conference finals. 23, they lose in the finals. This is a team that's clearly competing at the highest levels, and then they go out and get an incredible player. Now, he's not an MVP, and they're not the powerhouse that the Sixers were in their kind of 4-year run leading up to acquiring Moses.
I mean, 2 finals appearances, 2 losses in the last 4 years.
I mean, that's pretty good in the last 4 years. 3 out of 4 years, they're in the Final Four.
But I mean, what do you make of Mark Spears' insinuations that there's another Eastern Conference team in the mix?
On some level, if you are the Blazers, it behooves you to have as robust an interest market for them. The problem is, for any team that wants to enter this conversation, you've got someone who clearly does not want to join your organization. So if that's the case, then how do you risk giving up actual stuff, good players, draft assets, for someone who's going to show up and say, I'm demanding a trade immediately? It's incredibly risky of a strategy. The only way I, as another team, would do it is if I went to Portland and said, give me permission to talk to Dame, to talk to his representation. That way I can then start the selling process to him before I actually have to give anything up, not after.
Well, as the stove continues to heat up,
hot stove,
and training camp draws ever closer, I wonder if the pressure will reach a boiling point that is irreversible in Portland. And then I wonder if Dame Lillard will play when he comes back to visit Portland, or do you think he'll take the night off, Tom?
Did you know Darius Sangala is going to take over for Greg Popovich?
Are you serious?
He's an assistant coach for the Spurs.
I set you up really nice to change the topic to the next segment. And you bring up Darius Sangala again?
He's been thinking about Darius Sangala the whole time.
The Lithuanian legend.
The only white Darius I've ever met in my life.
I did some research.
Did you now?
About stars that go missing.
About Darius Sangala?
Yeah, I might have. Don't put it past me. How many times has Darius Sangala played in OKC, in Memphis, in New Orleans? Coming up next.
Hello, listener. It's producer Maze here to talk to you about Kindred. Now, close your eyes like Owen Wilson during a job interview and imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feelings of hotels or short-term rentals. Now open your eyes and stop using your imagination because Kindred has made it very real. That's exactly what they do. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel. It's not a short-term rental. It's a smarter way to travel where each stay feels like home. Here's how it works. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow Kindred members, and then you use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. There are no hotel costs or rental fees, just the credits that you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in hose protection. Make it easier for you to travel and enjoy yourself and not worry about details. I've used Kindred and I found an amazing home for a weekend getaway in an idyllic location with amazing views and great ambiance. It had everything I needed. And the best part was, it cost me $0. So apply now at livekindred.com and use code DINGS to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's right, that's 5 whole nights for free at livekindred, KINDRED.com, code DINGS, DINGS, livekindred.com, code DINGS.
Listener, listen up. This is important, okay? I'm going to try to save you some money here. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. You may think like, oh, that's bad. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. You heard that correctly. $15 per month. Ditch overpriced wireless and the jaw-dropping monthly bills. And of course, there are all these hidden fees and stuff, but at Mint Mobile, plans start at $15 per month. All the plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text. You're not doing like weekend and nighttime minutes or anything like that. And it's delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone. Don't have to get a new phone. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. I switched months ago. People have asked, did you actually switch? Yes, I actually switched months ago. And I don't know what to do with all this extra money. I've cheated the system here. I've rigged something. This is an Ocean's 11 situation where I'm stealing wireless from Mint. That's how good a deal it is. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/dings. That's DINGS. That's mintmobile.com/dings. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
What does that look like? You doing your own research? Are you doing studies yourself? Are you in the lab on a nightly basis? What are you doing?
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Do your own research. Do your own research.
Doing your own research.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not here to tell everyone that this is it. For me, it's just giving everyone a chance to do their own research and find their own knowledge.
All right. Last week, we talked about the big new PPP. I'm sorry, this is a family program. I get it, but it's the player participation policy instituted by the Board of Governors and the competition committee, and the owners are basically saying, hey, stop sitting so much, NBA stars. And if you don't know the new policy, it's basically if you've been named to an All-Star or an All-NBA over the past 3 seasons, you are considered a star in the eyes of this document. And if you miss a game for rest that does not fit the criteria laid out by the Board of Governors, then your team, not you personally as a player, the team is going to be fined by $100,000 for the first offense, $200,000 for the second offense, and over $1 million for the third offense.
$1 million.
So I was looking into this and I was saying, man, this reminds me of Steph Curry taking off 2 games in New Orleans, the only 2 games in New Orleans. And it got me thinking, guys, is New Orleans this place that no NBA player wants to go to?
No. Tom, be fair. It's not that they don't want to go there. They like going to New Orleans. They just don't want to play there.
So I have the list of, 46 NBA stars and wanted to see which city got the understudy the most. The understudy index.
Oh, love it.
So this means what city had the lowest participation rate? Using the parlance of the NBA, the lowest participation rate by the visiting star. I'm not talking about the star that's already on the team. I'm not talking about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in LA. I'm talking about when Paul George and Kawhi Leonard go to New York, the Knicks, to go play the Knicks. Do they show up?
Take the clip show on the road.
Do they play?
Yeah, I was going to guess that the Mecca has got to have a pretty high participation rate.
Guys like playing at the Garden. I second that with Maze. I think the Garden has good numbers. Tom, where's the Garden in terms of participation rate?
They are 14th in the NBA, average 27%. So the Stars, the visiting Stars, missed the game 27% of the time.
Wow.
Interesting.
Which is bang on average. Bang!
Bang!
Bang! They take it off in New York, which is actually higher than I thought. I thought that they would be a very low percentage of missed games by some visiting Stars.
Tom, can you tell me what the percentages are for the highest and the lowest participation rate?
Oh, the range. You want the range?
I want the range. I want to know what we're working with here.
Okay. The lowest number for miss percentage would be 15.9%.
Okay.
So of the eligible 63 games, Stars showed up and played for 53 of those 63. That is the lowest miss percentage, about 16%.
Where do people love to play?
Which is much lower than the most missed venue. That would be 39.7%.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
39.
2 out of 5 times that you pay for a ticket to go watch the star player, you are not going to see that star player in one of these NBA cities. So the range is 40% at the high end.
I've got a guess for that one.
And 16% at the low end.
40%. I'm going to go, that's Detroit. They're a bad team. It snows. Nobody wants to do that trip. Detroit, Tom. Final answer.
27.3% miss percentage, just high of average.
It's the same as the Garden?
The 25% range. If Tom's saying that's the middle, that's the average, I'm guessing that there's a pretty good chance the Star's going to miss a game 1 out of 4. But the 40% is crazy.
There's 2 teams right at 40%.
Is it New Orleans?
It is not New Orleans. New Orleans is at 29%. They are 8th.
Okay.
Coming in at number 6 is the South Beach Flu, the Miami Heat.
Yeah, that was going to be my next guess.
Altitude. Think altitude. Number 5, Denver Nuggets at 33% miss rate.
All right.
Not just altitude, also airport that's far as
yeah. The things you don't know about the NBA travel that Amin brings you is that the airport is really out there. It's a long commute. So I guess they're just like, I'm going to skip the Denver trip. Number 4, the mistake by the lake.
Cleveland.
Minnesota. Oh.
Cleveland.
That was my own mistake by the lake.
Sorry, our Minnesota fans in the audience here. Number 3, Memphis.
Okay.
40 out of 63 participation for a miss percentage of 33%.
Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. One last guess. Is it Orlando?
It's not Orlando. They're like top 10.
Oh.
Yeah, they're top 10.
Man, so these next 2, huh? These are the big ones.
The big ones. Star players do not want to play in these cities, or at least last season, they missed a huge chunk of these games, almost half of them.
San Antonio.
That's number 9. Number 9.
Not even close. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to this. I mean, have you picked up any patterns here?
No, not really.
Maybe that's work for the Finder.
Yeah.
TomTheFinder.com. Maybe I do a story on the whys of this list. If there's anything I can kind of dig into and see what is at the bottom of this. I'm surprised you haven't named these 2 cities.
Hit me with the top 2, Tom. I want to know now.
At number 2, second highest miss percentage in the NBA goes to the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense.
Altitude.
Detroit is average, but Utah is like, oh, I don't want to play there. It's Detroit. Come on now.
Utah's at number 2. 37 appearances by Stars, 61 eligible ones. This number 1 ranking team in miss percentage last season, Stars played in 35 of the potential 58 games, a miss percentage of 39.7%.
One last guess. Is it Charlotte?
No, it's not.
Oh.
That's really funny, though.
The Tom Haberstroh effect?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Damn.
Was it Jason Tatum who was talking to a group of like campers?
Yeah.
Man, I don't decide. Shit, we playing the Hornets tonight. I'm going to chill. I only get to go to Charlotte 2 times a year. Somebody paid their money to come watch me play. Like, not trying to be arrogant, and like it's a bunch of kids in there, my shoes and my jersey. And just because we playing Charlotte on NBA League Pass on a Monday, but ain't nobody watching it, I'm chilling tonight. That's not what the great players, the best players do.
Actually, Charlotte, bottom 5 in miss rate. Pretty good.
Okay.
You got to give us number 1, man. Who's number 1?
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right.
That makes a lot of sense, man.
Do you think that changes for when it was peak Russ and KD?
I would imagine so.
Yes.
It can't be dead last. I think there's got to be a degree of luck to this, but that's interesting, man. I mean, outside of Memphis, I guess most of those places are boring. Is that
Memphis is boring too.
Is it as boring as Oklahoma City and Utah?
No, I'd rather be in Memphis than Oklahoma City or Utah, but also Memphis is a dangerous town. So like,
you want to be boring when you're there.
Yes, exactly.
OKC last year did not get Anthony Davis, 0 appearances. Bradley Beal, 0 appearances. Ben Simmons, 0 appearances. Donovan Mitchell, 0. Giannis, 0. James Harden, 0. Jimmy Butler, 0. Kawhi Leonard, 0. Chris Middleton qualifies, 0. LaMelo Ball, 0. LeBron James, Luka Doncic, 0. Zion and Pascal Siakam, all zeros. So sorry, OKC fans. Hopefully that'll change this year, and you'll get another guy, another star in OKC, and Chet Holmgren.
No, he's not a star. He can't be.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not yet.
For the record, it's Philadelphia has the greatest participation rate.
Wow.
15.9%, 53 out of 63. Everyone plays in Philly.
Who else is in the high participation rate range?
Yeah, the top 5.
I was interested to hear your take on this, guys. Indiana clocking in at number 2. Weird, isn't it? Maybe that's just random variation.
Yeah.
Chicago, Austin, Charlotte.
Charlotte in the top 5.
Yeah.
The Habistro effect.
That's the MJ effect. Now he's gone.
Well, it's because Tatum put it out there. Everybody's got to show up and do their best. That's the Charlotte way.
You know, it sounds like Jason Tatum didn't do his research. That's what I think happened.
So you guys remember back in July, we introduced a new theory about the source loyalty program.
Yeah. The Diamond Club.
What a great episode that was.
Platinum, gold, silver. Yeah.
You getting an you getting your agency shouted out, you getting little press, little advertising. So there were a couple transactions that came across the wire here. We've got Kelly Oubre signing with the highest participation city in the country. That's right, Philadelphia, the 76ers. And there's this little nugget in the tweet from Woj where he pointed out not only did he average 20 points for Charlotte last season, that's right, 20 points a game in only 40 games or something, but he could get significant opportunity on the wing with the uncertainty around James Harden. Now, I'm not seeing anybody named. I'm not seeing anybody added.
Significant.
Oh, interesting.
Where does this go in the source loyalty program?
I feel like this is a freebie, right?
Wow.
You want more, and there's like the paywall at that point.
This is like the promotional offer?
The free trial.
Yes, absolutely.
So wait, are you saying that what's happening here is the agent is not giving up the goods? Here's how I will take care of you if you give me more scoops.
I'm not saying anything, Tom. I'm just asking questions.
It's odd. We don't have an agent cited in this report, the Kelly Oubre report, but there is that editorializing, which we rarely get on these news breaking reports. I'm wondering if it's like, hey, I know this is going to be not a great deal for Kelly Oubre, a 1-year deal, and we're not even mentioning the number that he got here, which is also interesting. It reminds me of the big one that I think about with Woj reporting this summer, the campaign one. That one was goated. That was an amazing tweet.
Yeah, Tom, this one has very similar structure because we don't have a mention of the agent or an or anything like that. But it does say recently arrived in San Antonio in a trade from the Suns and now gets a chance to join a contending team that can give him a bigger role.
Hey, he's ready to join a contender, everybody. Line up the Q forms over here against the wall. I, too, have the chance to join a contending team that can give me a bigger role as well. I'm just going to throw that out there for everybody.
Wait, a bigger role than he would have gotten on the Spurs?
Yes. Spurs didn't have that big of a role for him. It's the Spurs. He's got to fight these illustrious players on the roster for a chance. There's no role for him there. Come on, guys. Devontae Graham got traded there. You think he's just going to walk in and steal minutes from Devontae Graham and Trey Jones?
A chance to join a contending team that can give him a bigger role. It's so funny to add that line to that. Like, you couldn't just report the Spurs are waiving campaign.
Nope.
End tweet.
Nope.
So it's part of the free trial program, maybe?
Yeah, this isn't even gold. This is a silver program that will expire in 7 days.
This is a little sampler that you see at Costco. If you like this little bite of calzone, you can go buy it later. But this is a little free sample of what I can do for you. It's weird that he hasn't been signed. A contender hasn't picked him up for a bigger role.
I know. It's out there if anyone wants it. Go get it.